2013 Physics Paper 1 Part A Section 2 Question 3. An object rests on an inclined plane at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal. The friction between the object and the surface of the plane is at a maximum 15 Newton. What would be the minimum mass of the box for it to slide down the plane? Include a diagram in your response. I've read the question, I've identified the important information. I now need to draw an accurate diagram. So I now need to draw my inclined plane, like so, where I have a right angle here. Now I put my mass on my inclined plane, and I want to do the forces acting on it. From the center of mass, we have the weight force going vertically downwards. We call that W for the weight force, and that's equal to the mass multiplied by the acceleration due to gravity. And we have a frictional force going up the plane. So operating from the bottom of the mass going up the plane here, we have a frictional force F, and that frictional force is at a maximum of 15 Newton. So we now need to go through and we need to sum the forces on our particular block. So I'm going to sum the forces for a start, and I'm going to sum them parallel to the plane. The resultant force is going to be the mass times the acceleration of the block sliding down the plane. So when the block moves, it'll be because there is a resultant force down the plane. That particular force there will be given by the component of the weight force which is parallel to the plane. So there is a component of the weight force which is perpendicular to the plane, and a component of the weight force which is parallel to the plane. This particular angle here is the same as this particular angle here, and it's given us 30 newtons. So we're looking for this particular component of our weight force, and so therefore, given that this angle is 30 degrees and the hypotenuse is the weight force, that particular component there will be given by W sine theta. So therefore, the force down the plane is W sine theta. The force up the plane is 15 Newton, and that's going to equal the mass times the acceleration. Now, what will be the minimum mass for the box for it to slide down the plane? We're looking here for the minimum, and so therefore, where these two are just equal. So therefore, where they are just equal, W sine theta will equal 15. W is mg sine theta will be equal to 15. So therefore, in this particular case, the mass will be given by 15 divided by g sine theta. And of course, the mass of 15, g is 9.8, multiplied by the sine of 30 degrees is 0.5. So therefore, we're looking at that being 3.06. So therefore, the mass will need to be greater than, let's say, 3.1 kilograms for the block to actually start to slide.